Can I tell you something here? Do you know that even when Jesus talked about loving your neighbor even as yourself, loving your neighbor even as yourself, then the man went on to ask a question, who is my neighbor? Then he was told the parable of the Good Samaritan. Then at the end of the parable, the question was, so among these people, who do you think was this man's neighbor? And he said, the one that did him good. So then go and do likewise. So that part, in terms of identifying the neighbor, is solved. But this part is a bit critical. How do you love your neighbor as yourself? You may think that Jesus is saying, go out there and love him the same way that you love yourself. That is not where things start. Jesus is saying, please get this part. When he says, love your neighbor as yourself, or as you love yourself, what Jesus is saying is, you must understand what is happening whilst you are busy loving yourself. Loving yourself whilst you are not when you then start loving your neighbor, whilst you are loving yourself, that is good for your neighbor. When you are loving yourself, when your neighbor finds you already loving yourself, you are good for him. You find me not angry because I'm loving myself. I cannot keep anger in my heart, and that state is good for your neighbor. Not when I start loving my neighbor. When a neighbor finds me loving myself, it's good for him. That's love for him. I will not do him harm because of the love that I have for myself. I don't want to see myself in jail. So I treat people well. So that's good for my neighbor. I won't kill my neighbor, not because I love myself, to keep myself out of prison. I don't think your neighbor is getting what I'm talking about. You make an effort in terms of channeling love towards self. Loving yourself enough to not keep grudges. When you say, I will not accommodate a grudge, it means that you are keeping yourself in the right state so that you can become an enjoyable experience to your neighbor. Not when you love them, but because they found you loving yourself enough to not keep hate. Sit down, please. You want to learn to forgive. There is no way that you can increase your forgiving capacity. What you improve is, you improve on your love. Have you noticed that it's not difficult for you to forgive the people that you love? Your forgiveness is proportionate to your love. The people that you love, think about your daughter. The way that you love your daughter. If she does something wrong, if your son does something wrong, and he comes to you and he says, I'm sorry. Before he's done, you have already concluded on forgiving him. Even before he comes, you are saying, if he comes to me and he talks to me, I'm going to forgive. The forgiveness there is based on the amount of love that you have for the person. Lack of forgiveness is a reflection of lack of love. And people go on and they try to improve on forgiving. Why is it difficult for you to forgive a person? Love. So if your wife is finding it hard to forgive you, and then she tells you that she loves you,
She's deceiving you.
I'm giving you things that are natural. You can observe this. The more you love the person, the it's easier for you to forgive them. That's how you measure your ability to forgive. It's measured against the amount of love that you have for the people. When God sent his only begotten son, had we apologized to him? Had we said sorry? No. Yet he so loved. Most of you are too careful about too many things. Too many things. Jesus is not saying it's wrong for you to plan for your tomorrow. But being too careful to a point of worry, don't go there. It's not good for you. It's not good for your neighbor. If I'm loving myself, I'll be very careful in the way that I walk. Some people don't realize that in most cases, you see, I've worked on my personality for years and I'm still working on my personality. There are things about me that I don't like. And I still contend with certain thoughts, even up to this moment. And I've seen a friend of mine in the Bible who is an apostle of God, complaining about the same thing. The good things that I think of doing, I can't do, but there is something. There is this war in my body. Sometimes when, you see, at a lower level, when you put boundaries around you, when you put boundaries around you, you do it to a point. I remember my dear wife here asking me, as part of her New Year's resolutions, wanting to treat me well. She was asking me that, what really triggers you? So that I'm aware, I'm careful in terms of where to touch. What disturbs you? What are your triggers? That is the current language, right? Yeah. You call them what? Huh?
Triggers, but
Triggers of what? They have a term for that. Huh? Huh? Not, huh? Not red flags. Then I said to her, I'm actually helping all of you here. And in this also,
is that right?
I said to her, what I think is most important for me is if I'm to identify those triggers, I really have to work on them instead of teaching you to be too careful. The fact that you still can press a button and cause me to emotionally behave in a way, I don't want that kind of a button to ever exist. Because if you press it, you are bound to press it because you're a human being. You are bound. But if you press it, it is not your problem. I have a problem when buttons are pressed every time and I react. That's not your problem. It's my problem. So if I'm going to let all of you people know what you must never do to me to get me mad, and then you start behaving, I'm going to have a false maturity at the end of the year. Because
the year will end and I wouldn't have punished anybody.
And I consider that maturity. Yet the maturity is on the people around me, treating me carefully, being careful with what they say because they have a weaker brother around. I want to work on myself, love myself enough, develop myself to a point where whichever button you press, you can't get a reaction that I'm not in control of. Even if I'm angry, I must be in control of that anger. This teaching helps you not to be troubled by too many things. Why would you want everyone around you to learn to talk to you in a certain way? Who are you?
Hello guys, and welcome to Timeless Messages. So guys, thank you for your support on this platform. So this page is purely messages from different preachers. So it's actually pure messages from different preachers, but mainly from Apostle Chwenga and Emmanuel Makandiwa. Those are the main poster. So if you are actually a follower of those two, you might consider to subscribe on this YouTube channel. And also I like the fact that I know these two preachers. I actually believe that Apostle Chwenga and Prophet Emmanuel Makandiwa, they actually have their strengths, and actually my strength. I think build a good community. So I will be uploading a lot of videos these preachers. So I actually like the fact in one ceremony, Prophet Emmanuel Makandiwa actually encouraged my church members they can actually listen to other preachers. And in my message, he's actually teaching his church members kuti ivo vanzwe Jesu achitaura mavari kuti even any preacher akaparidza, you actually have to have that spirit or that mweya wekunazoziva kuti ichi chokwadi chaparidzwa ichi and wochigamuchira pane kungoda kungogara uri defensive in a lot of times and only think kuti Prophet Emmanuel Makandiwa ndo vega vane good message or ndo vanokwanisa kukuparidzira kuti utendeuke iwewe. So I will be actually doing this at She React. I will be actually reacting to some of these messages and actually posting some of these messages. It doesn't mean that I believe all of them. Actually, we actually have to learn, and especially in the comment section, some we actually have to fight each other in the comment section. We actually have to learn asking questions in my comment section, and the store provide we actually have to learn. This must be a learning platform each and every day. She posts content, it timeless. Even after 20 years, you can actually come and listen to such messages. So please don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you are a follower of the gospel and also the real gospel. So tell us what you think.